Hi, Dr. May again, Mini Health Cop to get your health again. Today we're going to talk about depression. Depression is look like such a hard topic to talk about, but if we get rid of it, we're going to have a beautiful day and a joyful day. Okay, let's get started. So, what is depression? Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and a loss of interest. Number one. Number two, it can affect your feel, think, and behavior, which may lead to serious emotional and physical issues. Number three, it may slow your daily activities or make you feel life is worthless. Next one. So to deal with depression, we have to know the cause of the depression first, okay? What are the causes of depression? Number one is abuse. Abuse in the relationship, abuse in the past, they can affect your mood all lifelong, okay? Number two is age. Age, usually seniors usually get depression. Number three is certain medications that like cortisone and antiviral medications, conflicts. So when you have arguments or when you have in the working place or families or with friends, it can cause depression or death or loss. See somebody, you lost somebody you love the most in your family, or you lost a lovely pets. So I remember I know I love my grandma a lot. When I lost my grandma, I was depressed so much that I feel like I have a head cover my head all the time. Until one day I figured out how to resolve my depression by doing something positive. I'm going to teach you later when I elaborate. Okay. And genders, women have more chance to get depression than men's because of hormonal issues. Genetic, so most of people, when they have one person in the family cause depression, they can have several. So genetic weakness, major events happen in your life, changing job, divorce, those or get married, or the major event in your life that if you put your mind too much into the negativities, it can cause depression too. Other personal problems, serious illness, liver disease, that's more often, thyroid diseases that more often cause the problem. Substance abuse, drug abuses, those people, they can cause depression. In my opinion, okay, these are all the causes, that sometimes we can hardly avoid it. In my opinion, when you are depressed, you are like a strong goals and purpose. When you have a strong goals and purpose, you have no time to be depressed. Next, please. So since I'm an acupuncturist, of course I'm going to talk about how to get rid of the depression through acupuncture and herbal treatment. Before we do any treatment, try the natural ways first, okay? So number one, I want you to search your life purpose and goals. So that means when you come to this world, you always have a purpose and goals. What are you going to do to accomplish your purpose and goals? So you put a strong desire to accomplish your goals and purposes, and those depression can hardly affect your life, okay? Number two, I want you to focus on solutions. When there's a problem, you don't want to focus on the negativity of the problem and how bad the problem can influence you. I want you to focus on how to resolve the problem, get your life better, okay? Number three, I want you to focus on what is good about life. Every day there's a million things that happen to us, or million things which are good, and some of them are good, some are bad. If we focus on the bad things, we can hardly enjoy life. So what I want you to do is to focus on what's good about life. So just to give you an example, one of the boys, his mom bought his, because they're short of money, his mom bought his a pair of lousy shoes. and he feels so depressed. He said, how comes my family always just so poor? I cannot even get a pair of good shoes that some other boys wearing. Until one day he go on the street and find out that, there's a boy. He doesn't even have a foot to wear shoes, and suddenly he's become very joyful. Oh, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy because I have a pair of foot to wear the shoes. So if you focus on what's good about life, it will be very hard for you to get depressed. So number 4, I want you to walk like a big elephant, not naked bugs. A lot of my depression patients, mostly they're influenced by the negative comments circled around us. Oh, if you did a lousy job. Oh, you look so ugly. Something bad about you. They just put it in your mind, and they pass through them, makes them so depressed. One day, I tell them, I said, do you want to walk like a naked bug, and small ants can eat you up, or do you want to walk like a giant elephant? So you step over the ants, you go direct to where you want to go, okay? So once they choose to work like a giant elephant, their life is better, they got promoted in their work numerous times. So that's what it is. I want you to work like a giant elephant, not a naked bug. So you want to step over those nuisance, negative comments on you, or negativity is happening on you. I want you to not work like a naked bug. Anything can eat you up. So I can be, if you work like a naked bug, I can be your remote control. I see something bad about you today, you feel bad all day long. If I see something good about you, you feel fluffy good all day long. So I become a remote control. I want you to have a self-control of yourself. You always feel confidence, you always love yourself, you always do something better about yourself and do something better about the society. That way, you control your life. Anybody, including myself, cannot influence you negatively, okay? Number 5, I want you to tell the great person in the mirror that you are the best, okay? Each morning when you wake up, you look at the handsome young man or the beautiful lady in the mirror, you say, you are the best. That's how you start the day, okay? Number 5, always around the people who can lift you up, not the people who knock you down. So to be able to do that, I want you to do it first, okay? If you see Mary, oh Mary, I like your scarf. You have a beautiful scarf. You have a very nice hair down. I want you to see something good about some people around you first, and then people are your mirrors. They will do something good back to you, okay? The next step. So for acupuncture treatment, number 1, because of depression, that means your qi is all down. I want you to raise your qi up. That's a do 20 on the top of your head, will lift your qi up. Number 2, I want you to strengthen your heart and lift up your spirit. That with the large intestine ball, pericardium 6 or 7. Number 4, always the hormonal issues take a great part of the depression. I like to use REN 12, 6, stomach 25, and Zigong. Zigong to women influence women's female hormones to the men. You can lift up men's hormone too. So if you want, you can also add the Fuke Huancao too. Yeah, okay. Number 4, I want you to clear up the toxins. 3 yellow inner thigh area, and stomach acidic 6, kidney 6, liver 3. Those can clear up the toxins in your system too. That once the toxins clear up, your internal organ function better, your mood will function better. Okay, next slide please. So for the herbal remedies, number 1 choice for the depression is Chai Hu Shu Gan San. So you always disturb the liver qi stagnations, okay? Number 2 choice, if you have a slow, weak pulse, that means your heart is wakening up. So we need to strengthen your heart. I prefer to use the Sini Tang for a short time to strengthen your heart so that you can get the energy up, you get your mood up. So if your number 3, if your pulse is rapid, then pulse So that means you have some anxiety, more often you have some anxiety along with the depression too. So I want to calm down your spirit by 酸枣仁汤、合欢皮、石菖蒲. That's open up your orifice too, and 夜交藤 to calm down your spirit. Okay. For senior men, I like to add some 五子衍宗丸 to raise up their hormone levels. For senior women, I prefer use 左归丸 and 当归芍药汤 to raise up their female hormones too. Next, please. So, what is the key to successful get rid of the depression? So now you have some big ideas of how to get rid of depression. The key to successful treatment is based on how well you diagnose the underlying issues so that you can truly treat the cause of the depression, not just the symptoms. In addition, spiritual guidance to your patient is a key to a long-term cure of depression. Next one. I want to thank you again for spending time and to listen to my approach for the depressions. I hope if you are a practitioner, you get your patient better with depressions. If you are a patient to listen to my presentations, I wish you have a walking like a giant elephant. I wish you be happy every day and never have the depression come back to you again. If you like my program, please sum up and subscribe to the channels, and you can see a lot of my mini talks to help you to get healthier. And thank you. We'll see you next time.